So this is my not so comprehensive review of the brand new Fujifilm X100F. So what do I love about this camera? That is very hard to say because there's so much to love about it. I actually shot with the X100T for a little over a year before I pre-ordered this camera. Shot with it almost on a daily basis in both professional gigs and just casual shooting alike. And I just fell in love with it. This is a camera that drew me back to photography, and any tool or piece of equipment that does that, I'm going to appreciate and like. Now, the day that I received this camera is the same day that I shot the video. So I had set up a photo shoot with Infiniti, who's a student dancer, with the intention of treating this like any other real-world shoot that I do, where I needed to provide high-quality images to a client. Now, I shot with both the fixed 35mm equivalent lens and the Fuji's X100 teleconversion lens, which is what I shot this photo with, and you can see it attached to the camera there. It adds a little bit of bulk, but I don't mind. It's kind of nice, and I think it looks kind of retro, not to mention it takes great photos. These are processed images that you're seeing from the original RAW files. I know one big question that a lot of people had was, is this camera faster than the X100T? And honestly, I don't know if I'm the photographer to ask. The X100T was fine for what I needed. I'm not out shooting sports. This is not something that I would need speed for. With the exception of right now, I have a dancer jumping up. Right here, I was using the medium tracking focus mode. I think that's what it's called, medium tracking. Anyway, it got the shot, as you can see, and yeah, so I'm really happy with it. Now, with the X100T, 99% of the time I was using single point focus, where I'd lock the focus in on the subject and then recompose in the frame. But now, with the new addition of that focus point joystick, I find myself manually selecting focus points all the time. So props to Fuji for bringing in a very useful feature that I really like. It's actually quite enjoyable for me. So I was shooting around 4 o'clock that day, and as you can see, it's pretty harsh light. Ideally, I would have been able to shoot closer to dusk, but schedules changed, and sometimes that happens. You know, you got to work with what you got. So you might have noticed me trying to keep her in the shade as much as I could. Fortunately, there's plenty of wiggle room with shadows and highlights to adjust in post if you're shooting in RAW. I shoot RAW plus JPEG mainly just so I have the option of sending images to my phone over Wi-Fi. You can't do that with when you're shooting RAW only. So I was really pleased with this image. On the left, you have a file that's roughly straight out of camera compared to the image on the right that's been edited. So for this shoot, I found myself decreasing contrast and adding a tinge of blue and green to the shadows. And if I recall correctly, the picture right here on the left was shot in Provia. Now, I'm zooming in here just to show you the insane amount of detail, sharpness, and quality that this lens and sensor combo is producing. Probably the biggest surprise after shooting with the X100F over the last 2 weeks is the amount of image quality that I've gained from the X100T. And I love the way the X100T images look, but this F is a new level. It's fantastic. So right here you have a new shutter speed dial that also functions as an ISO dial. Pulling up on the shutter dial will allow you to switch between different ISOs, or if you're like me and ride the ISO fairly often, you can set it to command in the menu settings, which will enable the dial on the front of the camera to ride the ISO. But I digress, and staying true to the title of this video, this is my non-comprehensive review of the Fujifilm X100F. I do plan on doing more videos in the future, so if you like this one at all, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested, I just posted a video going over my top 30 or so favorite images from the X100T. That's in the link below, as well as my Instagram account at X100FAN. X100fan. So subscribe, check that out. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, thanks for watching.